Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're going to be playing more Witcher 3, and we got some echidnas coming for us, it looks like. Oh, that's right, because we're right near one of our question marks that we're looking for, so let's jump in the water here. Try and get under it. This is going to be what we're trying to find. Alright, where is our treasure chest? That looks like one. Aha! That was it. Okay, good. Now let's get some oxygen. Alright, we're off to a good start here. We're witching. We are doing some witching. Uh-oh. Oh wow, one of these echidnas ended up right next to our boat. Like inside of our boat. Alright, now, this is the amount of question marks we have left. Ready? These. And that's it. There's none around the map otherwise. There are a couple sitting here, but they're inaccessible to us, these three. They're sort of like known shippable question marks. And so we're gonna sort of, you know, bypass those for now and see if we can come back to them later. See if we can hit some of these echidnas. I don't even know if they're going for us. Let's just leave them be until they attack us. There's benevolent echidnas. They're docile. They're not attacking anyone. How can we get up to this question mark? Looks like there's some kind of drake or something over there. Oh, we could probably climb this. Oh, is it a griffin? There we go. So what does a griffin count as? It's not a draconid. Griffins, hybrid. Insectoid oil, hybrid oil. Oh, it's a basilisk. That might be a draconid, actually. Yeah, it is. Crap. Okay. Good thing we checked. Draconid oil? Yeah. This guy's a big boy. 32. I wonder if he does poisonous stuff. Come on, Basilisk. So we're doing damage. We can see the damage appearing. I like the idea of this active Quen that we have. I want to check if it cancels our regular Quen. If we can use the regular Quen as backup and then use the active Quen, you know, most of the time. Too slow. Ow. Damn. We're getting hit here. So we're halfway down on this guy. That's good. Crap, I can't aim that high.
Come on.
Damn. Yowza. That's it. Wow, we smacked him out of the sky there. Good job, Geralt. Got him. Good stuff. Alright, first kill of the episode. I'm feeling pretty good about that one. Feeling good. Alright, here we go. Steal all this stuff. Nothing in any of these, huh? I guess maybe he looted them or someone looted them. Maybe this guy was looting those and then the basilisk killed him. Alright, so we've done this. Now we want to go here. Our boat should be somewhere around this area. And I don't think there's really any other stuff on this island. Maybe we could check it out, though. So we want to check to the south. If this is just mountains or if there's actually something here. What is over this way? Sliding, that's what. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our boat then. Hey, Azure Tundra coming in with the resub, the big resub. That is 20 months on the channel. Thank you so much for the continued support, Azure Tundra. Coffee Posse is best posse. I like that. Get an exclamation mark high as well. How are you doing today, Azure Tundra? As a member, of course, of the Coffee Posse, you get many things on this channel, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. You also have that handsome sub badge in front of your name, and because you, Azure Tundra, are a member of not only the Coffee Posse, but also the Latte Club, you have that a handsome Tier 2 badge in there, the Voice of Nick Cringe. Thank you so much once again for the continued support on the channel. And welcome to today's stream. We are witching. We're doing some witching on the show. We just killed a big ol' basilisk monster. There's like 10 levels above us. Actually, not anymore. Yeah, it was. It was like 10 levels above us. Wow. Surprised we got him if he was that high. Azir getting those emotes. Thank you, Azir, for posting those babies. They're looking real good. Celebrating. 20 months. Holy crap. That was a heck of a chunk of time. Okay, so we want to go up and around this. So we're actually getting pretty close, Azure, to getting all the question marks. Look at this. This is the amount of question marks left on the map. There's none anywhere else except this northern region here, and that's it. So there's maybe like 15 more left to do. And then after that, it's missions, missions, missions. Feels like a pretty major milestone here. Here we go. This is going to be a smuggler's cache, I think. This guy's not coming over. You're saying that's like 1,000,000 hours worth. Just about. Yeah, we crossed the 100 episode mark, which this is the first game that we ever did that in. This is episode 101. And I'm very impressed that not only have we crossed 100 episodes in a single game, but we also are not even, there's no end in sight. I mean, the storyline's not exactly wrapping up. You know, it's not like we're waiting on like doing the final mission or something. So, it's a pretty large video game. The biggest we've ever played. As you're saying, every nook and cranny, no less. Yeah, we certainly do explore to our heart's content. To infinity and beyond. Beyond. That's the way we like to do it here. Infinity, equip load, and beyond. Over encumbrance. Now we gotta go back here. So we'll maybe do this as like 1, 2, 3. No, we should do this and then go over. So let's do that. And for once, I'm not gonna crash into the barrels and break my boat. That's the key, is to not stop the boat right next to the barrels, because then when you get back in it, it like immediately hits the barrels and breaks. Is you're getting that Goonie hype? Yeah, Goonie instigated a big ol' bunch of fun with this game. It's quite the value. Thank you to the Goonie for sending it. Yeah, and I have the DLCs queued up, and I know that we haven't played any of the DLC missions or anything yet because I've deinstalled them, despite the fact that they auto-install when you buy them. I like uninstalled them so we know that there's no DLC content in the game we're playing right now. This is quite the big old game. It's a big boy. I still want to watch the rest of the Witcher series. I never got past episode 4. They're saying, do it before you forget what already happened. Yeah, I gotta do that. I'll probably just end up watching the whole thing again. As is my style. But I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading the next Witcher story as well. I'm only on... Or I finished number 3. I think you're already doing number 4, right? Okay, so we're trying to go north now. Hey, Space Dust coming in with the resub as well. It is not only the subiversary of Azure Tundra, but also of Space Dust for the exact same amount of months as well. Space Dust, welcome into the stream, and thank you so much for the continued support. As a member of the Coffee Posse, you get many things on this channel, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. You also have that handsome sub badge in front of your name, and because you're a member of not only the Coffee Posse, but also the Latte Club, you have that handsome Tier 2 subscriber badge. Thank you so much to Space Dust for the continued support. And let's get some hype for Space Dust's resub, and also some hearts for the shared subiversary day of Azure Tundra and Space Dust. Welcome on in, Space Dust. How are you doing today? Are you ready for some witching? Azure getting the cringe, Space Dust getting the hearts. Thank you, guys. Let's see here. We want to do, yeah, these ones. So we're going to go, I guess we could just do it like this. Like go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back around. Because either way, we're going to end up going back around. Might as well do these closer ones first. Space Dust getting the cringe as well. There we go. Love it. We're getting real close to having all the question marks in here. And I'm quite excited to see what else. The big thing once we get all the question marks is like we're going to have to prioritize the missions based on where they are. And that's always really hard in this game, because you can't really see where the missions are on a map. You have to like click each one, then go back to the map and cross-reference them and stuff. Alright, let's see if we can lure them into the water. If they'll go in the water, then we can kill them in one hit. If they stay on land, then we have to kill them in multiple hits with our sword. That's the way to do it, baby. Lure them in the water where they're weak. Good. That was easy. Yeah, because those things are always hard to fight on a little landmass like this. Because you can't really know where they're going to fall down. Oh, look at that. There's a whole little scene here. I wonder how many times, not only have I saved individual hard saves, but also how many autosaves I've done. Because I autosave this game like, probably at least once every 5 minutes. Usually like a lot of times within 5 minutes. It's my classic PC game instincts coming into play. Oh crap, we're over encumbered right now. So I can't actually make a running jump. I wonder how I can get over that then. I might have to drop some items. Welcome Captain Pantsman to the stream. Can we get an exclamation mark high for Captain Pantsman joining the show? Hold on, we might have to drop. What's really heavy? 2.68, 8.02, 12.49. So if we drop this one thing, this 15 heavy armor, I believe that will make us good to go. Oh crap, wait, I equipped it instead of crap. This is the Hinder's Vial, and then drop it. 164, so let's drop this one too. Oh look, so they show up in a little item bag, so that's good. We can just take it back later. Pansman saying, how are we all doing? I'm doing pretty well. Pretty excited to be almost, so I was telling everyone that the question marks are almost through. We almost have every question mark in Skellige. Crap. Can't get this thing to come down. And now since it's in the water, there we go. If it's on the shore, you can hit it. Is there saying I should be asleep, but I'm just stubborn that way? Well, it's always better to stay up late. That's the way I like to do it, at least. I like waking up early too, but in my opinion, I've always thought of it as like, when you stay up late, there's virtually an infinite amount of time in which to do things. Because you just stay up until you go to sleep. Like, unless you stay up all night, there's like an unlimited chunk of time to do stuff. But if you wake up early, let's say you wake up an hour before you have to start getting ready for work, then you definitively only have an hour. And so that's why I like to, I always prefer staying up rather than waking up early if I have to do something. Yeah, I mean, I obviously know that it's not actually an unlimited amount of time, but like, whatever you're doing, if it's going to take like anywhere between 1 hour and 2 hours, you know, it's better to, instead of just waking up an hour early or even waking up 2 hours early in case it goes over, it's better to just stay up late. Ken's been saying, and then 1 hour seems to only last 20 minutes. Yeah, so you know the struggle of waking up early. You know the struggle. Okay, it should be in here somewhere. Maybe it's down here? Pam's been saying, I'm soaking wet from getting out of my car and walking inside. I'm sorry to hear that. Got a rainstorm going on? Crap, where is this thing? Oh, it's probably in this. Okay, we gotta go up first. Uh-oh. Go. See, because we're over encumbered, we can't swim as fast either. But I guess we could try the strategy of just leaving our items on the boat. No, I can't go in that hole. Maybe it's on the other side of the boat? Don't see this one. Pant's been saying it was sunny at work. I walk inside to get some paper, and 40 minutes later the skies were dark. Damn. Big old rainstorm decided to roll in. That is a bummer. Okay. Down. Now where are you, treasure? Oh, is it behind the ship right there? Is that it? So you're saying, I started my work life doing, oh, till 3 a.m. for years, so it's ingrained. Nice. It's a good skill to have, the ability to stay up late, I think. And especially because for me, it's like when you stay up late, it's just a matter of if you can get yourself out of bed in the morning to go to work. But like, let's be real, like, if you have 8 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep, you're gonna get out of bed to go to work. You know what I mean? Like, everybody goes to work. So like, you might have a worse day at work, but you'll get out of bed. So like, for me, it's like, yeah, if I have to do something, I'll always take the staying up late. Pantsman saying, I miss working late night shifts. Yeah, I've never had like a job where I specifically had to come in late night, but I've my entire life been a freelancer, and so I typically work at night, you know, on various gigs, and it certainly is nice. There you go. Come on. Get over here. Oh wait, why am I shooting them? What do we want to do here? There we go. The fire sword coming into action there. Love it. Are we good? Oh no, we got another guy. Hey, White Llama Poo Poo coming in with the host. Thank you to White Llama for the host. Oh crap. And welcome in to the stream as well. Can we get an exclamation mark high for White Llama? How you doing tonight, White Llama? What time is it pour vous? Ooh, look at this. It's a proper treasure chest right there, which had almost nothing in it. I don't think we really ever see open treasure chests like that. That's like a pirate chest. Pantsman saying, I always tell myself I'm going to go to bed at 9 after this episode, There you go. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. You can always drink more coffee in the morning, right? Okay, so we actually do have another thing to do here. So let's do a little, I'm going to try my new strategy here. Ready? We're going to go onto the boat, drop our items so that we can run, and then we'll pick them back up. And I am assuming that they won't disappear. They might disappear if we go far enough away from them, or stay, you know, drop them for long enough or something. But it's not that big a deal. And if that's a possibility, that will create a big, big opportunity for us. Hold on. Sort by weight. There we go. Drop this baby. Drop this baby. Drop this baby. I don't recommend dropping babies in real life, though. Ill-advised. Okay, these guys are... Nope, they went away. The boat cannot hold items. See you later. Items that we dropped. Oh, they're down on the ocean floor, though. Alright, let's just drop them on the shore. Here we go. Hanson saying, just one more episode, one more quest. I just want to get this item. Yeah, you know what the worst one is for that is, I don't know if anybody in here plays Civilization games, or any 4X style strategy game like Civilization, but that is the big, big, you know, just one more XYZ type of game, where like I have stayed up until like, you know, dawn, just being like, every single turn I'd be like, this is the last turn, like I'm just gonna do it until this turn. Oh, Pam's been saying you sunk a lot of hours into Total War. Yeah, that's the same kind of thing. I've never been good at Total War, but I always appreciate them. I appreciate people who are good at them. And I appreciate that they're well made, but I've never really gotten into them. But yeah, I could imagine it's kind of the same, because they have sort of a Civ type of overworld thing between the battles. I played a bunch of, the one I really played was Shogun 2, or maybe Shogun 1, one of the Shogun Total Wars. And all I remember is that every battle I would be in, my commanding officer would tell me, shameful display, when I got out of the battle, because I always lost, and I was majorly defeated. I could never win. I would always have a shameful display. That game had a really cool opening cutscene, though. As you're saying, back in SF, there's stores 24 hours. You're shocked that in Connecticut the stores close so early. Yeah, well that's, I don't know which stores you mean, but like, I definitely, I guess it's just based on how many people are trying to buy stuff at night, right? Like, when I was surprised that like so in New Jersey, you know, if you're going to a bar, or especially if you're going into New York City, which is like pretty close to me where I lived, it was maybe like a 20-minute train to go to the city. And so if you're going to a bar, it's going to close, you know, really late at like 3 o'clock or something. And then in LA, we moved here, and it was like all the places were closing at like 1 a.m. We were like, what the heck? Why? This is a major metropolitan area. Why are they closing so much earlier? And we never, I don't really know the reason, but it is kind of shocking when you go to a place and like the stores. It's probably nice when they're open for later, but when they're not open as late, it's kind of a bummer. Hey, Goonie, welcome into the stream. Can we get an exclamation mark high for the Goonie joining the show? How are you doing today, Goonie? Are you ready for some witching? We're currently exploring the islands of Skellige. Oh crap. And falling off ledges. I think this is where this item is that we're looking for. Don't fall. There you go. We got a guarded treasure here. Space is saying it's a blue law. Is that the like the dry county type stuff? I don't know what a blue law is specifically. I've seen some places that are like dry counties where you can't get liquor or alcohol or whatever in the entire region, so people will like drive out of there to pick up alcohol. But yeah, I can't imagine why LA would be, why the stuff would be open any less late than New York City. In Tokyo, you know, you guys have probably seen a lot of me going into convenience stores when I was in Tokyo, and you know, they have like the Family Mart and, you know, 7 & I Holdings, which is kind of like 7-Eleven, or it's owned by the same thing as 7-Eleven. All those convenience stores are 24 hours. I think we were talking about it on stream, but like they're actually abolishing that. They're abolishing the 24-hour convenience stores because the conditions are so bad, and there's not enough people who are like in the job market for convenience stores or something. Like, it's a major problem that they have, is like nobody wants to work there for some reason. I don't know what the specific reason is why no one is signing up to work there, but maybe it's because of the hours or whatever. But because no one is working there, they keep having to take their limited amount of staff and put them in for like a crazy amount of hours. And I assume that then, you know, it's kind of like a vicious cycle where, like, because they're so in need of more staff members and they're putting them in for more hours, then less people want to work there, so it kind of, you know, perpetuates itself. But yeah, they're getting rid of their 24-hour stuff in Japan soon. So where is this? Here we go. There it is. Good stuff. Goody saying, I love San Antonio. The place is amazing and beautiful. There's not enough time in the day to do everything. Yeah, that's how we felt when we moved to LA as well. Congratulations, Goonie. Enjoy the new place. Yeah, we've been here for 5 years now, and we still feel like we haven't scratched the surface. And it's a good problem to have, right? You know? So enjoy the exploration. San Antonio exploration. Okay, so we gotta go back to this. So we're just gonna hug the eastern coast here. The southern coast. Okay. Goonies saying it was well worth the pain to gain. I like that. I still have not seen that Michael Bay film Pain and Gain. Speaking of pain and or gains. And I do like Michael Bay. I would like to watch that movie. I certainly love the Bad Boys franchise of films. Goonies saying don't. Yeah, I'm not so averse to watching bad movies or whatever. I'm always of the opinion that like every movie should be seen. But that's a pretty strong reaction about Pain and Gain. Yeah, I like to make sure that I am able to see as many bad movies as good movies, because I think otherwise it causes the movie watching brain to, like if I'm only watching good movies, then my vision of what's a good or bad movie gets skewed, and it only takes place within the top echelon of movies. So if the only ones I'm watching are movies I think will be good, then it's very unlikely that I'll see something truly, that I'll understand what makes a truly bad movie. And I've been trying to, watch all the movies that I watch. I don't know what the number's up to now. I've already crossed in 2020 alone, a long time ago. I've already watched more movies this year, 2020, than I've watched in all of 2019. What are we up to now? I have a tally. I've seen 58 movies in the year of 2020. So in less than 2 months, I've seen 58 movies. And a lot of them were really bad, but a lot of them were really good. Ooh, look at this nice little stranded island. This guy has a lit torch. I wonder if he just died here. If so, I feel very bad.
Show me what you got.
Oh crap, now we're fighting with our hands. Get him! Can't get him. Get him! There you go. Goonie's saying that's a problem of all reviews these days. Yeah, I feel like that's it's an important thing to try and cultivate. I mean, for, not everybody has to, but I always think like the difference between seeing, like watching, I forget how I phrased it. I came up with a descriptor for it, but it's like, if you only watch movies that you think are going to be good, then you don't truly love movies, you just love to be entertained. But like for me, it's like I want to try and, cultivate my love of movies by not only watching things that I think I'm going to like. And even specifically not lamenting the fact that I watched something I didn't like. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 question marks here, and that's it. Goonie's saying, I can't wait to see A Quiet Place 2. Oh, I've still never seen A Quiet Place. I gotta watch that. I'm gonna write down Quiet Place. Pantsman saying, all the movies I've watched in my life, good and bad. There's only been one that you said, I'm never getting that time back. Yeah, I felt like that a few times. It always happens with like unexpected ones too. Like ones that I expect that I'm gonna hate, I usually don't like really hate. The only movie that I truly hated, and I didn't expect this at all, was I really disliked when I watched it, the first Hunger Games movie. I haven't read the books. It wasn't like a thing of like, oh, they weren't true to the franchise or whatever. Like, I just really disliked it while I was watching it. And I was like, that was the only time I ever thought about walking out of a movie theater. I just thought it was so bad. But I can't imagine what was so bad about it, now that I'm thinking about it again. So I would like to watch it again. Face my fears, I guess. Hanson saying The Haunted Bong. Oh, I've heard about that movie. Oh, you didn't like it, huh? It seems like one of those cult type of movies where it's like intentionally bad. Gooni's saying, I think we've all had 1 or 2 of those. That you love, yeah, there's like, my friend has an idea that me and my brother sort of have shared with him. We came up with this rating system of movies, and we call it the binary rating scale. And so it's that you review a movie, and it is, you either give it a 1 or a 0. And those are the only 2 ratings on the scale. And a 0 is a movie that doesn't need to be seen, and a 1 is a movie that does. And so that means that it is not only a good movie, but also includes movies that are so bad they're good. And those are the only two things that really matter about movies. So like we kind of tried to distill it down to the binary rating scale. Although I kind of, at this point, I've sort of changed my viewpoint of that anyway, of like, I'll just watch everything. Yeah, and the other person that we sort of formed that idea with, he has a slightly different one where he does it as a scale of 1, 0, or -1, and then -1 is so bad it's good, but it's basically the same scale, I think. The Panson saying, did you curve your crossbow bolt? We did a wanted. We curved the bullet. I remember liking that movie. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. Or, not a kid, I haven't seen it since I was a teenager. But I would like to watch that again. I wonder if they'll do a Witcher movie now that they have done the TV series. I'd certainly watch it. Oh, Pantsman rewatched it a couple months ago? You got curved bullets on the brain? Good stuff. It's based on a comic book, which I've never read, but I'd be interested to check that out. I just watched the movie Blue is the Warmest Color, which is also based on a comic book. And I didn't realize when I was watching it, I have like a really pretty nice like 5.1 surround sound system. You guys might be able to see where this is going. That I have at home, and I was watching this movie, and it turns out it has like a 15 uninterrupted minute sex scene with no music or anything. It's just moaning noises for like 15 minutes, and I was positive that all of my neighbors thought I was watching hardcore pornography on my TV. I eventually had to put on headphones because I was like, I can't blast this on the 5.1 system. Goody saying, rating on a 1 to 10 scale, 5 is just okay. I proceed to tell him I don't understand how math works when they say 5 is bad. Conversation turns to math, and you lose every person in that conversation. That's it. I like that idea, though, because I try to think of it that way, too, where it's like, a lot of people rate things on the American educational system scale, where it's like anything below a 7 is basically bad. And I think that's such a waste of numbers. It's hard to shake. It's hard to shake the connotation, you know, because you know, if you're talking to an American or anyone who has a similar education system in their country, they're gonna think the same thing. Where it's like, oh, you gave this movie the equivalent of a C, which is 70, so that means it's not really that good of a movie. But 70% is 70%. You know, it's like a very high percentage. I guess the way I always thought about it with like ratings like that was like if you just switch it to stars, where it's like 0 to 5 stars, and then it's essentially the same as 10 because you could do, you know, half stars makes it 10 points on the scale, but it kind of removes the connotation a little bit. But yeah, I like that. That idea. Goody saying it sounds like you're having a great night. Or it could have been that you were having a great night. That too, yeah. Panda's saying, no, it's a movie I'm watching, I swear. I honestly, I was almost certain that someone was going to knock on my door. And I just couldn't bear the idea that I would actually have to explain myself. It's quite a time. Yeah, it's funny though. I watched another movie recently because it's a French film, as you might imagine by the fact that it has an uninterrupted 15-minute sex scene in it. But there was a French movie, like romantic movie, And I just recently watched another French romance film that was really good and it was more romantic, and like probably like I guess you'd call it like sexier, but it has no sex scenes in it, which is pretty impressive. It's always cool to see a movie that can do that, you know, where it's like they can be like more action-packed with no blood, or like more, you know, whatever, adult with no swearing and stuff. Anyway, anybody who wants to know, that one is Portrait of a Lady on Fire, which was really good. It's in theaters now, actually, but it's sort of limited release. Highly recommend Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Okay, where are we going here? We want to go up and around. There we go. You're saying exactly. To them, anything under 7 is bad. Yeah, I have a... that's why sometimes I have a problem with the way that IGN rates stuff, because I think they write really great reviews, but then sometimes they get caught up on like the minutia of the rating, where it's like, yeah, anything that's like basically under an 8 is bad, or like people consider it bad and they get really mad. And it's like, I don't understand why they don't just switch it to stars. They would instantly fix that problem. They would instantly fix that problem. Goody's saying one of my neighbors was watching that same movie last week. What are the odds? What are the odds? It's a funny movie because it customizes the names that they yell out to the person who lives in that house. Pantsman saying if someone knocks on your door, you want to hope that they're asking you to turn it down and not that they're wanting to join in. Yeah. Then I say, okay, yeah, you want to watch this movie with me? And they go, aw. Like, oh, man. Goonie's saying a movie with a decent script/story. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Is like there's kind of a... I guess that was the expectation in like the 1940s or whatever. Is like you can't have any of those scenes. So they just had to write it well enough. But now it's kind of like an achievement if you can do that without having like actual explicit content. Welcome Soho Pixie into the stream. Can we get an exclamation mark high for Soho Pixie? I'm not in Japanese this time. Eigo dake. Boku ga hanashimasu. I only speak English on this one. Welcome into the show. Welcome in. Okay, so we gotta shoot these thingies here. Although they're not really, they're sort of taking their time coming at us. There we go. There's somebody here. They're all just hanging out right above the water line. There we go. Oh, Soho Pixie saying thank you for your podcast. I got a lot out of them. Thank you so much. I'm very glad that you enjoy it. Thank you for showing that Twitch playbook love. Can we get an exclamation mark hype in that chat? The Twitch playbook love. Anybody who doesn't know what Soho Pixie's talking about, by the way, it is the Twitch playbook is a free weekly podcast I created to help you guys with your Twitch channel. It's on iTunes, Spotify, all the major podcast platforms. Welcome on in. Thank you for that love. Goonie's saying, that's why I can't play this game. This kind of stuff freaks me out. And you're not even afraid of deep water. Oh, yeah. No, that's one of my biggest fears is like being... It's such a stupid and unreasonable thing, but I think multiple people have this same specific phobia, is like if you're in a swimming pool that is like really dark and deep, the idea that like some unknown creature is going to like pull you down into the dark, deep water. And there's a whole my brother and me skit about that. So I know for a fact that at least Justin McElroy is also scared of the glass shark, the invisible shark that feeds on little boys who go into the deep, dark water. Panzan saying, why is there a hole at the bottom of your popcorn bucket? It's so that I can put the butter in. Actually, that's a great idea. I'm going to write down that idea. I'm patenting that. No one steal it, please. Copyright. I'm sending a letter to myself right now. The idea of being able to butter the popcorn from both sides is a great thing. And I have done many attempts at this this particular problem because the problem is the movie theater, they give you the popcorn, right? And you butter it with the butter pump thing, right? Put the butter in, or you press the button or whatever. And then you only have butter on the top 25% of the popcorn kernels. And so what me and my brother have done at many movie theaters, we've tried all different strategies. The best strategy, if you guys want to really know, it turns out I have a lot of movie theater hacks, by the way, as we're finding out on the many streams that we've done here. So the number one popcorn butter movie theater hack is if you have one of those ones where it's got the little spout that shoots out the butter, you get a straw, and you can actually fit those spouts. They're like standardized size. You can actually stick a straw around the spout and then inject the straw like a needle into the center of the popcorn bucket, and basically just like fertilize your popcorn with butter throughout the various depths of the popcorn, and you'll get butter throughout the popcorn. And I can confirm that works if you're at a theater where they do that. If not, then you can ask for, at least at AMC and a few other theaters, they'll give you those like those cardboard rectangle things that can hold your drink and your popcorn and everything. What you could do for that is ask for 2 of them, dump all the popcorn into one, put the other one on as a lid, and then shake it. And that's guaranteed to get all your popcorn buttered. Obviously you have to first butter the popcorn, then do that. Is you're saying cue the Jaws music? Yeah, that is the ultimate fear for me, is getting pulled down into the water. And so Ho's saying you play World of Warcraft, there's a lot of underwater stuff. Oh man. Yeah, that's in this game, that's about as much as I can do, is like if there's like drowners in there. The fact that they don't pull you down into the water, I certainly appreciate, because I would sort of freak out if they did that. They only like bump you while you're in the water. Even that's pretty uncomfortable. So Ho's saying my niece uses the straw to do the popcorn thing. I'm glad to hear that multiple people are doing that, because we, for a long time, we're like, we still do kind of like judge based on where we are of like if we really should be doing it, because it's kind of like, especially if there's a line of people, you kind of can't do that, because it's people start to wonder like what the heck you're doing. Pan's been saying, new on the merch store, the butter infuser tool. Oh yeah, you could bring your own, make your own straw. It'll have like a clamp that goes onto the popcorn machine. All right, so hold on, let's drop these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. This is a way better strategy than what we've been doing for the past 105 episodes. 101 episodes? Damn, there's a lot of items that are... Okay, what else is weighing a lot? This? Oh man, we're really getting up there with our items. We have too many things. Look at how many items we have to drop just in order to walk around. This many. That's a lot. Goonie saying shaken, not stirred, buttered popcorn. There it is. There's one theater in LA that'll let you do... It's a really great thing that they offer where at the Landmark, which is on like the west side of LA, they have a thing where like you order popcorn, right? And then the guy behind the counter will say, do you want me to fill it up halfway? Or I forget what they call it, like a half and half or something, where you like, they fill it halfway with popcorn from the thing, then put the butter in, and then fill it with the rest of the popcorn and put the butter in again. So they're essentially bypassing the straw technique by doing it behind the counter. And that's how you know it's a great theater, where they'll do that for you. You're going to say we only have 20 more episodes till Namek explodes. Yeah, we got a bunch of filler episodes here of Witcher. I guess you could call it filler if we're doing all the question marks. So it's the equivalent of going to the hyperbolic chamber. Alright, not too much stuff here, but that was a nice little diversion. Pantsman saying, all those items fit into that one tiny little coin. Yeah, well that's the thing. They all fit into the one tiny coin purse. and I'm willing to bet, right? So the way the Witcher universe is created, we sort of know this from tomes and stuff so far, is the conjunction of the spheres, where humans have sort of dimensionally shifted into the world of monsters or elves or whatever. So it's like it's a dimensional rift. And if we are to assume that in this universe dimensional rifts exist, we can also assume that the Hogwarts Express, which does seem to travel through some kind of dimensional portal when it, you go through platform 9 3/4, perhaps could have one time dimensionally shifted into the Witcherverse. And if this is the case, then Witcher Geralt has acquired Hermione Granger's bag with no bottom, bottomless bag. Therefore, Witcher exists in Harry Potter universe confirmed. Done. Pretty good. I like that theory. All right, what do we have here? There's not gonna be anything else here, so let's go back to our boat. There we go. Goonies saying, I love filler episodes. They slow it down, drain every drop of lore and story you can. That's true. Yeah, I think filler episodes were never really a problem for me. Because it's like, yeah, I want to see what happens in the main thing, but I'm also just interested in the characters and the universe. And that's usually the filler episodes are like giving you character information. Goonies saying, 9 3/4? I'm not going home. Not really. I'm going to Geralt's house. Captain Pantsman saying, please give a Hogwarts welcome to our newest gamekeeper, Geralt. Yeah, they had to get somebody, while Hagrid was away. And Geralt does know a lot about monsters. That's true. He knows a lot about beasts. We certainly know that about him. He basically has the Monster Book of Monsters in this game. It's right here. The Bestiary. This has every monster you could think of, including basilisks. So basically is the Monster Book of Monsters. Let's see here. We want to go... Oh my god, we got a lot of contracts and stuff here. So the big thing is we want to find missions that are somewhat near our location. We're never going to be able to perfectly sort of very efficiently do this, but we can at least try to find the ones that are somewhat nearby. So like that one's not close at all, because as we all know, the way that we play The Witcher is that we don't fast travel. Oh wait, that's the Hero's Pursuit again. See, the problem with these missions is that they change the order. There we go. We'll do this. They change the order whenever you pick one up. You're saying, it's Geralt that walks in the Harry Potter clip? You got me there. It's Geralt. He's not over encumbered in that one because he's running. Pansman saying, okay, children, take your silver swords. Sir, all we have is wands. Damn wizards. Geralt does not love wizards. We know that in this universe, so yeah, he would be a pretty, disgruntled gamekeeper, I think, or teacher. Because he has a disdain for mages that aren't Triss or Yennefer, basically. So Pixie saying, wands weigh a lot less than swords. That's true. But, you can't cut stuff with them unless you use the Defendo spell. So, well, I guess they're probably pretty efficient swords if you chose to use a wand. Why doesn't Geralt use a wand then? The world may never know. Goonie saying, swish and flick your swords. Nilfgaardian Leviosa. I love it. It's Leviosa. Okay, we want to go around the other side of this island here. So Hopixie's saying that swords look way cooler is why. Yeah, and if you have a bag that you can store anything inside of with no bottom, then you might as well have a sword, because the size of the item doesn't really matter at that point. Now that I think about it, they did have swords in Harry Potter, and they killed basilisks with the sword just like Geralt did with his sword in the beginning of today's episode. So maybe they are sort of the same exact thing. Maybe Harry is Geralt, but just in the past. We don't know that much about Geralt's past, not yet, in the Witcher game franchise at least. Okay, I think we can out both these guys. I don't think they can catch up to us. Okay. We are good. Okay. We don't want them to attach themselves to our boat, though. So we gotta get out of their range. So Hopixie's saying you should always have swords, in-game and in real life. Yeah, it's a good thing to have. It's kind of like that Nicolas Cage movie, The Weatherman. He just carries a sword everywhere. It's a useful tool. Butter your toast with it, cut off a monster's head. You should probably wash it between those two actions, though. You don't want to, you know, contaminate the monster's neck cavity by getting all your toast butter on it. I can't get up here. Oh, there we go. Pantsman has 3 swords attached to your bedroom wall. Do you really? I'm gonna believe it if you tell me that. If not, I think everyone should have 3 swords. One for weekdays, one for weekends, and the other one's just for hanging out. You can't be caught dead with only 1 sword, right? Even Geralt has 2. And if you look in our inventory, we have about 80 swords. Is there getting some random quotes in there? Good stuff. Oh yeah, you forgot about the hug command. Hug command is a good one. We got plenty of Witcher content in the hug command as well. So we have to somehow get up this mountain. If we can do so, I'm pretty sure we can sell stuff here. We'll see. Maybe. Oh, Pantsman's gonna post some pics in Discord. Good stuff. What's the, what brought them to you? Oh, one of them is a really cheap and shoddy Soul Reaver replica. Cool. I like Soul Reaver. That's a series that I would like to play. Legacy of Kain series.
Greetings.
I used to love the Kain meets Raziel game. The crap, what was that one called? Legacy of Kain, Revengeance. I don't know what it was called, but that one was really good. That was the one I had mostly, and I also had Blood Omen 2. And I always wanted Soul Reaver for the PS1, but my parents wouldn't buy it for me, so I never had it.
Business is booming for as I can see.
Better believe it. Every man and his hound wants to fight in the cursed arena.
My cut of the proceeds must have grown sizable.
And how? Here.
Always a pleasure doing business in Skellige.
Come again, eh? Great things are bound to happen here. Mark my words.
I hope they do. Good luck.
Damn, Geralt looking a little disgruntled about that. They paid you, you don't have to be mad about it, Geralt. There we go. Completed the quest. So can we actually fight in this arena?
Hey there.
Oh, the mutant, eh? Don't make a face. It's good you're one. Ordinary bloke never stand a chance against the champion of champions. You have come to challenge him, haven't you?
Wow, we just happened upon this.
Anything I should know about my opponent? Had to fight a bear earlier. Bit surprised.
Go with him. He'll lead you where you need to go.
Behold, the champion of champions.
Oh.
A rock troll. A very well-developed rock troll. This supposed to be a fist fight?
Aye, fists. Course, we provide a dignified funeral, observing the rituals of the Challenger's Creed.
Oh, Pan's been saying it was Defiance. There you go. Yeah, Legacy of Kain Defiance. That's the one I had. I really enjoyed that game. I just thought it was a cool idea of a vampire that he can like telekinesis to the blood into his mouth. I don't even know what the deal was, but you basically press the button and then the blood would like sap from their body. He didn't even like bite them. It would just go like right into his mouth. I always thought that was cool. And Raziel was just a cool design. I mean, his like, you know, tattered cloak slash like, you know, dark inside of the cloak thing. He had like a ring wraith thing going on, sort of. I always thought that was cool. I used to draw pictures of Raziel. Pant's been saying Defiance and Blood Omen 2 are both on Steam. I wonder if they have Blood Omen 1. I would want to see if I could play all of them. But I do have a PS2 which is able to play PS1 games, so I might try and pick up Blood Omen 1 then. Maybe we could do this. Maybe we can play all of them. That'd be great. Goonie's saying I noticed Geralt's haircut. Ragnar Lothbrok style. Is that the guy from Vikings? I figured that was a good Skellige haircut to try and go with. I believe this is one of the free DLCs that they added. They released, in all the Witcher games actually, Witcher 1 and 2 had what are called enhanced editions, which were giant free overhauls that CD Projekt Red put out for their games a little bit after they came out, like remasters. They're like free remasters that you could get. And now they're the only ones available, so anyone who's played those games, you know, post-release is playing the remaster. Witcher 3, they added a bunch of content to the Steam store, and about 80 episodes in, I noticed that it existed. So it added on a couple of extra quests, it gave you some options for costumes and some new haircut options. So we've been exploring those, and I think it was perfect timing with Geralt's new haircut. Oh, Goonie's saying it is the guy. Nice. The first episode of Vikings, I remember being really good. I haven't seen any farther than that, but I liked it a lot, so I'd like to watch that show.
Current champion's a troll. Everybody all right with that? No one's got a problem?
Why would they? He's an honourable troll. Cayman said he wanted to fight, and the previous champion agreed. That'd be Zama, known also as Sandylocks. And he got the name even before the troll planted him in the dirt head first.
Troll have a name?
We wager he does, but he'll not reveal it till he's defeated. He's a troll errant, see?
Won't say much if he doesn't survive that fight.
Aye, fair enough. But I wager he don't imagine he'll lose. And maybe, as he's a troll, he don't imagine much at all. Doubt logic's his strong suit.
I want to fight the champion of champions.
What do they call ye?
Geralt of Rivia. I'm ready to fight.
Geralt of Rivia, time to begin.
I love it in games when you can tell that the cutscene people did a great job, like the animators, but then the sound design people didn't do anything. Or, yeah, I shouldn't say they didn't do anything, but they didn't get to that part. So like there's no sound in a part where they had some really nicely directed, you know, cutscenes. Goody saying this may be very difficult. Yeah, can we get some exclamation mark hearts in here for this one? We're fighting a troll with our bare hands. We usually have a hard enough time with these guys with a sword. Thank you, Goody, for that hype. Pantsman saying Blood Omen 1 was a PS1 title. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would want to try and pick up the PS1 edition. Maybe they have like a greatest hits that's pretty cheap. I also wonder if that was the first in the franchise. Because they have such a weird, you know, bunch of games in there. I don't even know which one's first, really. It's like Legacy of Kain, and then there's Blood Omen, and then there's Soul Reaver, and I don't know which one. I think Soul Reaver was second. I don't know. Azure getting those hearts. Thank you, Azure. Oh, crap. Come on, troll. This has to be murder on his fists. How is Geralt fighting this guy without hurting his hand? Oh, you know what? He's wearing metal gloves. That's a good idea, Geralt. Good job. Uh-oh. Damn, he hasn't landed a hit on us yet. Cute him hitting us. Oh, called it. That's it.
I did it.
Geralt of Rivia, you've defeated the champion of champions in fair combat. Earned the right to bear the title yourself. This very eve, I'll send word to the four corners of the world. The title is yours, as is the champion's prize.
Oh! I thought we killed him. Apparently not. Sorry for defeating you. Thank you for the hype, Azure. Oh yeah, we don't know this guy's name. I guess the world may never know. Let's see if we could talk to the bookie about that.
Yeah.
Nope. Alright, so where is the merchant in this zone? There might be one in Zvorlog. Hove doesn't seem to have any merchants. They don't even have an inn, which is surprising. Goonie's saying his name is Mr. Crumbles. Sounds like a pretty good name. Alright, officially within the Witcher canon of our playthrough, that guy's name is Mr. Crumbles. I don't know where Roach is. He's not showing up. Oh, Pantsman posted pics. Nice. Thank you for posting those. I'll go check that out. I don't even know that I would recognize the Soul Reaver sword, but I'm sure it looks cool. Once I play through those games, I'll recognize it, I guess. Where'd you get your other two swords? Was it at like a Ren fair, or how do you acquire such items? Did you pry them from the cold, dead hands of your fallen foes? There we go. So I've officially found the next game for our YouTube exclusive playthrough series, because Sam & Max is coming to a close soon, in like a couple of maybe like a week's time, and I'm going to be announcing that on the Discord soon what the next YouTube series is. Pretty excited for this one, this next one. Okay, this is a blacksmith here. Good stuff. There it is. Pantsman saying all three of them were gifts from an old mate years ago. Nice. That's cool.
What brings it to me?
Do you know any sword crafts or swordsmanship?
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares.
Oh, he has 1700. Wow, I like that. Okay, prepare some stuff. Oh, thank you, Reserve, for posting that YouTube link there. Yeah, you guys can find the existing YouTube playthrough series is on there right now. We played through Danganronpa. That one's done. We played through Super Seducer, which was also a lot of fun. That one's also done. And now we're currently going through Sam & Max, the Telltale Games series, which is about to be done. Okay, we're almost unencumbered. Wait. What was that? What was that glove? That's cool. Oh, I'm gonna buy this back for a bunch of money. The nice thing about buying it back for a bunch of overpriced markups is that then we can sell more stuff.
Farewell.
Alright, let's look at these Nilfgaardian... Ah! Nilfgaardian gloves. Oh, look at that thing. See, that's kind of those cartoonishly large metal gloves, except these have gold inlays in them. And that is infinitely preferable to not having gold inlays. Pantsman saying, you stick them with the pointy end. That's all you really need to know. Alright, so let's see how long it takes this guy to get his money back. We'll wait a day here. We'll probably have to wait a week, though. Like we usually do. But at least he has a lot of money. The other guys only had like 300.
Well.
Hey, I love the rain.
What brings it to...
Wouldn't mind a look at your wares.
I feel like at some point, part of our Witcher playthrough, like after we're done with Witcher 3, the Gwent standalone card game is going to have to be part of this playthrough series. Like, we just enjoy Gwent too much to not have that be like a canonical part of our Witcher playthrough. I mean, this already is basically a Gwent playthrough. We've played so many games of Gwent. But yeah, that'll still be a ways off at this point. Goonie's saying just standing there, staring at him for a week straight. Yeah, Geralt would probably be pretty unsettling doing this. Just through the wind, the rain, the snow, everything, he just sits there. It was especially underscored in Witcher 2 and 1. Witcher 1 and 2 both had screens that would show Geralt, like, as the elements were, like, getting him. So, like, it would show him as the world went by in, like, fast motion. And that's pretty creepy to see, like, you know, the guy standing right there, goes to work, leaves, comes back, and Geralt's still sitting there in the same spot. You know, it's just implied in this one that maybe he went to an inn between meditation, you know, between when he started and stopped, but in those you see that no, he did not. He sat there the whole time. Alright, so we're going to sell these. Okay. That's at least enough to walk around with. Okay.
Farewell.
Dang it, we keep getting behind his forge. Pantsman saying, for anyone who's interested, 2016 Doom is on sale for 70% off. I saw that. They're having a Doom franchise sale on Steam. Anybody who hasn't played that game yet should absolutely pick it up. It's so highly recommended. And anybody who's been following along with our Doom series playthrough, I'd recommend all the Doom games. Although I would say if you're playing Doom 3, I would recommend getting regular Doom 3, the non-remastered one, because the BFG edition adds a change that I think kind of breaks the game, which is, for like convenience's sake, they allow you to use a flashlight and a gun at the same time, and it just makes it a lot... That's a major part of the horror element of Doom 3, is not being able to have a flashlight at all times, so I would recommend playing the original game for that. But yeah, all the Doom games are amazing. Doom 1 and 2 still are a whole lot of fun. Goonie's saying, have I seen the Netflix show yet? No, I was saying I want to watch the rest of it. I've seen the first 4 episodes, but I have not watched the rest. It's definitely on my list.
What brings it to me?
Yeah, that's my thing, is like I watch so many movies, but I don't really watch shows.
Wouldn't.
I guess I draw a line in the sand of like stuff to watch. Okay, so now we have 107 out of 160. That's good. Maybe we have a couple saddles here. Yeah. Now we're at 94. What else could possibly be holding us, weighing us down? These all don't weigh anything. Oh, these kind of do. Oh, he doesn't buy any of that, though. These are probably... Oh, no, these don't weigh anything either. So these are just for money. They don't actually weigh anything. So it's just this stuff, I guess? It's just adding up? Oh, can you watch... Oh, you are watching Kingdom of Heaven for the first time tomorrow. Enjoy. Yeah, that's a Ridley Scott joint. I really, I love that movie. Let me know what you
Farewell.
think. Man, Kingdom of Heaven. I would like to watch that again. I just watched Troy again a couple years ago, which I liked a lot more, I think, this time than last time. It's interesting that Peter O'Toole was in that movie, and that might have been his last appearance in Troy. I mean, not in Kingdom of Heaven. But, yeah, I remember Kingdom of Heaven being... That was, like, 2004, maybe? Like, it was, like, right after Lord of the Rings. And so that was kind of significant to me of, like, another cool, you know, movie of that sort. Like, after Lord of the Rings. I needed a Lord of the Rings fix at the time. It was close enough, you know. Historical fiction or whatever. Yeah, enjoy that one though, Goonie. That's gonna be a good time. Now we gotta look up the year of Kingdom of Heaven. What year did Kingdom of Heaven movie come out? 2005. Close. I'm always 1 year off with that one.
What brings it to...
Okay, now we can sell the rest
Wouldn't
of our
mind a
stuff.
look at your wear.
So it's gotta be, does this weigh anything? Oh, this stuff weighs, okay, so we can get rid of a bunch of these. This is gonna repair 40%, so let's get rid of like 30 of these. And we can get rid of a bunch of these. See, this is gonna majorly unencumber us. Yeah, because we don't even really use the repair kits that much. See, now we're pretty far down. These, once again, don't weigh anything. Yeah. Can we sort these by weight? None of them really weigh anything, though. Okay, here we go.
Farewell.
$73 out of 160. That's pretty good. All right, we're in a good spot. And we got to level 25. When did that happen?
You hurt.
That was
We
definitely
had
this
to
episode.
go with you just for a day.
Goonie going to bed. Have a fantastic rest of your night, the Goonie. Can we get an exclamation mark night for the Goonie heading out of the stream? Have a great one, the Goonie. Sleep well. Okay, so we cleared this mission then. Let's check our level up points. Where's that? Is it P? O? K? Yeah, it's K. So we unlock the next thing at 26. Yeah. What can we actually buy? We have 4 points here. We can do Undying. When vitality reaches 0, it'll be restored with a bonus of 100%. Requires at least 1 adrenaline point, which will be consumed. Okay. So this is 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. These are all 5 out of 5, 3 out of 3. Everything's maxed out except this. Yeah. So Quen intensity is probably pretty good. Yeah, I think we want that. All right. We'll keep 1 point just for emergencies. Cannon Hansen saying, when did that happen? Not long after level 24, I think. You'd be surprised, actually. In this game, the difference between level 24 and 25 for us is about 30 episodes. Because all the question marks give you like 1 XP point out of like the 2,000 that we need. Because they're trying not to let you like over level before you go to the next mission. So because I never do any story quests, it's actually like a super long time before that. But yes, Not long after. I like that. So we can actually go back here, but let's see if there's anything else we can get first. This one's really far, yeah. The Oxenford thing is on the other side. This one, there's not even a specific thing to do, so we can't do that one. This is the race, which doesn't even tell us where to go. This one, I think we have screwed up, so we can't do that, because we accidentally sold the item in question. We might do this one, Care Troll Hero's Pursuit, but let's check what else we can do. Thieves at the Old Fort, that's also there. We're trying to check ones that aren't really on the mainland, because obviously that's easy to... Whoa! Wait. Oh no, this is just telling us to... Yeah, this is telling us to fast travel. Let's just check on that. Yeah, this ain't fast travel. It's been saying it would be sooner after 24 than 23. Very true. Very true. Can't argue with that logic. Oh, this is Croc on Crate, Madman Lugas. Where are these guys located? Okay, they're both on the mainland. Master Armorers, bring the tools to Fergus, who I believe is in the other continent. Yep, he is. Then Lambert at the Nowhere Inn, which is also on the other continent, it looks like. And then this, play Lambert. So now we know what we want to do, which is this, the race. And that's on the mainland, so we got to go find a boat. Man, we're getting stuff done today, ladies and gents. Can we get some hype for... There's 3 quests, right, that we can't do yet. These 3 question marks, 1, 2, 3 on the mainland. We know, we've been there, we know we can't get to them. Everything else, look at all these grayed out things. This is about 30 episodes worth of searching around for all these question marks. So many smugglers' caches. Look at all these smugglers' caches. We cleared them all. Very good stuff, ladies and gents. Now let's see if we can take this boat over to the race. Oh, that boat's broken. That's the one we had before. But we should be good if we use it. Azure getting that hype? Thank you, Azure. Right, let's see if we can get in this boat without screwing it up. How's this thing doing? Not so great, but we should be fine. Alright, so it's really just a straight shot, right? Yeah, we just go in, and then if we see a big landmass, we might have to check, because we don't want to go on the wrong side of this kind of peninsula thing. And we really don't want to get attacked by sirens, so we'll just kind of power through this. Oh, double whale event all across the sky. And for once they didn't freeze as they were coming out of the water. Maybe they patched it. Good stuff. So we can see the landmass that we're aiming for. I believe that there is the peninsula, but we do want to check, just so we don't mess it up. Man, where's all the rest of the cowboy games out there? We haven't played any cowboy-related video games in a while. Me saying that there is the peninsula made me think about all of the good times with Red Dead. There's a few great cowboy games, though, that I would like to play. I want to play the Stranger's Wrath Oddworld, as well as the rest of the Oddworld games. I used to love those when I was a kid, but I never played Stranger's Wrath. I really loved, actually... Did anybody play Call of Juarez Gunslinger? Which was like a spin-off of the Call of Juarez franchise, where it was kind of cartoony, and it was... I guess I shouldn't even say what it was if we're going to play it on stream, but like, it's got a really cool main gameplay concept that I haven't really seen any games do before. But that's a good one. I don't know what else... What other cowboy games are, like, worth playing? I don't know off the top of my head, really. Pan's been saying I never got around to the Call of Juarez series. Yeah, it's interesting because those games are actually made by Techland, the guys who also developed, as we just played, Dead Island. So the Dead Island developer is the same as the Call of Juarez developer. And I never played any of those games, but I did play that spin-off game because it's kind of a self-contained, it's not related to the other Call of Juarez, and it's a totally different style of game. But it's a really, really cool idea. Man, now I want to play Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Keep your eyes open, ladies and gents. You may be seeing Call of Juarez Gunslinger showing up on stream very soon. Okay, I think this is the peninsula. Hold on, now we gotta look at our map. No, we don't want to go in there. See, this is a viper's den. A lot of potential wrong turns we can make here. Fansman saying it was one of those games I always saw advertised or on the shelf. Yeah, that's true. I felt like that as well. You know what made it really ubiquitous was because if you had a 360 around launch time, I think I had a 360 like a little bit after it came out, probably the same year. Like in 2005, I believe I had a 360 at that point. And so there weren't that many games available, but oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Gun. I'm thinking of Gun was the launch game for that. But there was one of the Call of Juarez games was on the 360 pretty early into the launch, and it was always one of those things where I would look at it and be like, is today the day? Is today the day when I get Call of Juarez? No, it's not the day. There would always be some other game to get. But yeah, I agree. It was one of those games that you always just saw around. Pan's been saying, speaking of Techland, have you been looking at Dying Light 2? I have not been looking at it, but I would very much like to play Dying Light on stream. That was a great time playing Dead Island. Usually we put a little bit of time between our playthroughs of games in the same franchise, but I would like to play Dead Island Riptide as well, which was like the sort of expansion pack type thing to Dead Island 1. But definitely Dying Light also, because I played through a bunch of Dying Light when it came out, and I liked it a lot. But no, I haven't seen anything of the second one. I'm sure it'll be great, though. I loved what I played of the first one.
Yippee! The Witcher killed a monster!
Are you excited for DL2? Okay, it should be up here. Oh yeah, it's right next to this town. Why didn't we do this when we were here? This guy's name is Lonely Boy Spawn. I'm sorry, Spawn. If that's the name you're known for, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Ah,
Lonely Boy.
it's you. First Outlander to seek a place in the hero's pursuits. Will you ride here too? There's room for you if you want.
Can we get an exclamation mark sad in that chat for Lonely Boy Spawn?
Yeah, all right. Might even win.
If your arse is as tough as your talk, who knows? Listen up, folks! Race is about to start! Running for the glory, the great mum or Speedy Oswald, Lonely Boy Svan, and Geralt of Rivia! Drop your bridles and hang on to your saddles!
Smallhog's wraiths.
Go! Pantsman saying, your opinion on Dying Light is more fun with a buddy. Yeah, I feel like that's, most people would say that about Dead Island as well, because it's definitely built for co-op. But I probably played like 15 hours of Dying Light when it came out, and I enjoyed it a lot in single player. Same with Dead Island. I didn't have any problem with solo playthrough. I think the nice thing about those games is that they really develop it, obviously with a multiplayer first idea, but they really do have single-player players in mind, which I think a lot of games don't have. Like Destiny doesn't really think about the fun factor for single-player. Division, same kind of thing. Like a lot of those games, it's like it's not fun when you're by yourself. Like you can technically play it by yourself, but it's not great. Those games I feel like are great still as single-player games. Same as Borderlands.
As you said it would be. You won. Glory's yours, as is the prize. And if it's not enough for you, these 3 victories, there's always the great race on Hindersfjall. But winning there's a tall order.
Yeah, Borderlands is a franchise that I love because they really, truly consider the single-player experience. And I've never had a problem playing it solo. Pantsman has avoided looking into DL2, but you're looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, single player is fun and all. Yeah, I'm very interested to play it though, because I can't even really remember that much about it anymore. Dying Light, I mean. Having played so much Dead Island recently. Okay, so we're gonna try and go to which? I guess we could go to Croc-On Crate first. Okay. Oops. Gonna give this baby a hard save. And ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for The Witcher 3 today. Thank you everybody for joining the show. Now, we are gonna raid at the end of this, so can we get an exclamation mark raid in that chat? We're gonna jump into somebody's channel very soon, but to anybody who doesn't know the channel they're watching right now, it's called The Voice of Nick. On here I stream 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We play story-based games, and they're what we call ultra-blind playthroughs, which means I don't talk over story or cutscene moments, but I do request no one utilize their pre-existing knowledge of the game or franchise. If you want to see more of what happens on here, you can type exclamation mark games in the chat. You'll get a full list of all 6 concurrent gameplay series going, including The Witcher 3. And if you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that follow button. Up top you see that follower goal of 9. We're currently at 3, so we're getting there, guys. Now, if you like the channel, you want to support the stuff that I do, then consider subscribing. Subscribers get a whole bunch of stuff on here, including the Voice of Nick emote, legendary status in the chat and Discord, 200 meatballs, higher chance to win in the heist minigames, and ad-free streams. Subs also get that handsome sub badge in front of their names. Thank you to all of our subscribers who continuously support these streams. It's so very highly appreciated. On the cheerleader boards this week, it's another great way to support the shows. Cheerleader boards are completely blank. They have totally reset at the beginning of this week. Thank you to everyone who supports these streams, though. It is very, very much appreciated. Now let's jump into a raid. Who's playing some video games at the moment? We have a lot of people playing video games. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 p.m. in LA, which means it's like midnight p.m. Midnight 30 in the East Coast at the moment. Means plenty of people playing games after they get home from work. But the one we have to join, strictly, I mean, it's a great person. We love Narg. You all know that we love Narg here, but we have to join Narg's stream because Narg is currently playing a game called Bee Simulator, which if that's not a title that I need to immediately join a stream for and see what it is, I don't know what is. So I'll see you guys in there. Make sure you show some love to Narg as well, who sent over the copy of Slain Back from Hell, which we just recently finished on stream. And of course, if you haven't followed Narg's channel already, definitely do so. You're going to like what you see. Really, really great streamer, nice person in general, and a speedrunner. So got all the good qualities there. Now guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you, Captain Pantsman, showing that cheers for the stream. Ezra Tundra saying good night to all. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for being a part of the show. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching.